Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is my very first video and I hope you'll enjoy it. Today we are prepping this Hyundai iX35 premium 4-wheel drive. I bought this car back in September off Facebook Marketplace for £2,700, but because I went on a few holidays and I took some time off, I didn't manage to prep the car. The car was listed by a mechanic who bought it from his neighbor, and he done pretty much all the work. It was freshly serviced, it had a new turbo fitted, new brakes all around, and it had 12 months advisory free MOT. The only problem with this car was the bodywork, which had deep scratches and scuffs all around the body. Luckily I know someone local who does a good job for a fairly good price, and I paid £600 to paint the car all around. And now the car owes me £3,300. The car is in pretty good conditions, but the interior is a bit scruffy and does need a good deep clean. Also, it retails for £4,900. That means I've got a massive margin in this car. And that is after all the work done. When I first saw the car, I was wondering why it's so cheap, but then I realized that the turbo was gone, and obviously the mechanic bought it for nothing from his neighbor. The only problem was with the V5, because the car has two owners, and instead of putting the car into the trade, he put the car onto his name, and then when I bought the car off him, he done the same mistake, and instead of putting the car into the trade, he put it on my name, and now the V5 is registered on my name, and he added two extra owners. But I'm going to explain this to the buyer. Today I'm using the Brain Dead detailing range, and here are some of the products I'm going to be using. And some of these products I've been using for the first time, and I can't wait to see how they work. I have attached the hose to my kitchen tap using an adapter from Amazon. On top I've put a cloth in case it's not tight enough to avoid making a mess. To be honest with you, this was one of my biggest challenges, how to wash my cars outside from my top floor flat. First things first, don't forget your dodgy trader outfit, which is made of a black tracksuit and a beanie that doesn't even cover your ears properly. Next, I'm gonna rinse the car using the garden hose, and bear in mind guys that outside it was 2 degrees. So it was freezing cold. So I give the car a good rinse to lose some of the dirt. Be focusing on the wheels because they were very dirty, you can't really see in the video. They had loads of mud and all sort of green stuff. Next, I add some Brain Dead shampoo into the bucket, and a tip for you guys, don't add too much because 2 caps are more than enough to wash a whole car. Gently I wash the car all around using a microfiber mitt or whatever it's called. The car's been parked for a few months, so it was very dirty. You can't really see it on the video, but there are lots of dirt and greenery on the car which needed to be removed. This is the first time I'm using the Brain Dead shampoo, and so far I like it because you don't feel like you're rubbing the dirt around the car. The other thing I like about this shampoo is that it stays on the car and it doesn't dry quick, so you get plenty of time to go around the car and wash all the areas. Next, I make sure I clean the fuel cap. This is an area that I tend to forget about and only see it afterwards, using a brush to agitate the dirt, and at this point I can't feel my hands anymore. Next, I'm cleaning the wheels using the same water to get some of the dirt off before I move on to the next stage. Then I quickly rinse the car before moving on to the wheels. Then I start by applying the fallout remover and let it sit for a while until we get that red bleeding effect. Then I'm using a brush to agitate the dirt, and look at that, I really like this effect. I think it looks really cool. Next I applied the brain dead wheel cleaner, and again I'm using the brush to remove all the dirt and the brake dust, and I must say that it does a fantastic job. It was very easy. Then I rinse the wheel and just look at that shine. These products definitely make things easier. Next I dried the car using a microfiber towel. Some areas have dried already, but thanks to this shampoo there are no water stains on the body. And it also contains some wax, which makes drying the car much easier. Next I move on to the engine bay, and I'm gonna be using the brain dead dash cleaner. I first sprayed all around the engine compartment, and I use a brush to agitate the dirt, followed by a wipe using a microfiber cloth. And I must say that I'm very happy with the results, and it only took me 5 minutes. I think this step makes a huge difference when you're selling a car, as it makes the car look well looked after. At the end of the day, nobody wants to buy a dirty car, and this shows that you put effort into prepping the car before putting it up for sale. Pretty much every customer I had has made a comment about the engine bay, and they say they just like how it looks like. I almost forgot about the bonnet, but I just sprayed it quickly using the dash cleaner and a microfiber cloth, and it looks a lot better. Now look at that shine. Next I use a glass polishing pad and a glass polish to remove the overspray and contamination. While the car was in the body shop, the guy managed to overspray some clear coat on the glass, and after I collected the car I didn't wash it straight away, and I let it sit for a couple of months before I've done that, which was a big mistake. And now I pay the price. So don't do the same mistake. When I polished the back window, it dried very fast because of the sun, and it was difficult to remove the polish. So I used some glass cleaner to remove that, and it was much easier than I expected. I followed exactly the same steps for the windscreen, and I must say that it came out quite nicely. I expected it to be more hard work, but it was not too bad, to be honest with you. All this it took me about 20 minutes, which is not too bad. And look at that shine. Now with all the windows done, it's time to polish the bonnet. I just had these pads delivered, and look at that shape. It was caused by the packaging, but unfortunately this is the only one I've got at the moment. I'm using the Brain Dead polish, which has some wax in it, and is basically a 2-stage polish, so that means the paint will have some protection as well. I'm not going to polish the whole car because it's just been painted and it's no point. There are no contamination in the body, so it's just no point. It will be a waste of time. I really like this product, and it's also very easy to wipe it off. So I'm just using a damp cloth, so basically I just sprayed a little bit of wash and wax. It's very easy to apply, and it only took me about 5 minutes. Also bear in mind that this is a not deep cut compound, it's just a polish. And look at that shine, you can literally see the sky into the bonnet. Next, I'm going to apply ceramic wax from Meguiar's, which is quite easy to apply. You just put it on your applicator pad and spread it evenly on the body. Let it sit for a couple of minutes and then just buff it off using a microfiber cloth or a drying towel. Next, I move on to the plastics, and I use the brain dead plastics and tires, and using an applicator pad I spread the product evenly, and here I've used a little bit too much product. You literally need only a few drops. Next, I use the microfiber cloth to remove some of the shine and make it look more natural, and look at that. I'm using the same products to dress the tires. Even though there's a separate product just for the tires, I thought I'd give this one a go to see how it goes. I've done the same on the side skirts. And after I dress all the plastics, I move on to the interior. And I start by using the dash cleaner and a microfiber cloth. I normally use a brush as well, but the interior was quite good. The dashboard was quite clean, so there was no point doing that. And also the product does a really good job cleaning and dressing the dashboard. And also what I like about this product is that it's giving the dashboard a natural look, and it doesn't look greasy or too shiny. I gave the center console the same treatment. It was a little bit more work because there was lots of dried food and other sticky stuff on it, which made the cleaning process a bit more difficult. Next, I use the brain dead leather cleaner and I spread it onto the seats and wipe it off with a microfiber cloth. I'm very happy with the results. The car looks much better, but unfortunately it's getting dark, so I had to finish the car the next day. The next day was even colder than the previous day with -3 degrees at 8 AM. So I turned the car on and let it run for about 1 hour to defrost. Next, I use a drying towel to remove the remaining ice. Then I'm using the brain dead detailing to give the car a quick wash instead of washing it all over again. And I must say I'm really happy with this product, and I think for me it's gonna be a game changer. In the past I was using turtle wax, and I've tried the Meguiar's wash and wax, waterless wash and wax, whatever it's called. And to be honest with you, I only had problems with them. They were leaving swirl marks, or they were not taking the dirt off properly, and I think for someone, especially with my kind of setup, this is a life-changing thing, because if the car is not too dirty, I can just give it a quick spray, a quick wipe, and it's good as new. I mean, look at that, you can see the difference. Then I'm finishing off the door jambs using the brain dead dash cleaner, because I didn't manage to finish them on the previous day. Just give them a quick wipe, as they were not too bad. Next, I move into the boot, and I was a bit worried about this because I thought I won't be able to clean that without giving a jet wash. But first I've used multi-purpose cleaner and then I just use the brush to agitate the dirt, followed by a brain dead detailing dash to give that shine, and I was very happy with the result. This looked much worse in person than on the video. Now with that done, I have to hoover the car, but I'm a bit lazy today and I'm gonna show you a trick. And this is a pro tip, guys. I'm using the Brain Dead carpet cleaner. So I spray the cleaner and then just use a microfiber cloth to wipe it off, and just look at that. It does a really good job. The only reason is it had to bring an extension lead from inside my house, and I was not really in the mood for that because I just wanted to go and take the photos of the car and the video, and that's it. And there we have it. I'm really happy with how the car looks like. It's got a really good shine. I didn't have to polish the whole body, which saved me a lot of time. And yeah, it's good to go. I'm very happy with how the interior looks like. It's got a really nice shine. It looks natural. The leather looks really good. Well, obviously it's not a brand new car, but I think it looks good, and it's a lot of a car for the money. The only thing left is to take the photos and the videos of the car, and I'm gonna be taking the car into the industrial area, which is about 2 minutes away. And here are some of the photos I've been using for the advert. The car is going out with 6 months warranty, 9 months advisory free MOT, as there was no point to do a new one. The car had a 50-point inspection check, and it's really good, in really good condition. And beside the cruise control, everything works fine. I just couldn't figure out what the problem was with the cruise control, neither the guys from the garage, so it's a tricky one. I like to take loads of detailed shots, and I'm trying to capture all the features the car has, like the 4-wheel drive and sunroof and all that, as most of the customers, they look at the pictures first and then they look at the description, so it just makes things easier for them. And here is the video I made for the car. I think having a video in your advert does make a difference for the customer, because they can get to see the car, especially when they're skeptical about the photos. They think they're photoshopped or whatever. The only difference between this one and the one that I put up in the advert is that there is a different song, and that is because of the copyright issues. So I paid for the car £2,700, £600 for the body shop, and £110 for Auto Trader, because I don't have a monthly subscription with them and I pay as you go. First I put the car up for $4,995, but it was in the fair price bracket, and because I want to sell the car as quick as possible, I dropped the price to $4,795, and now it's in the good price bracket, so that means I've got a profit of £1,385, which I'm very happy with. If you want to learn more about flipping cars, you can join our academy. I'll leave a link down below. Also, I'll leave a link for all the products I've been using in this video, and I hope you'll find that helpful. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you have something to say, please leave a comment.